following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to Sean in Canada. Hey, Sean, what's going on?
Hey, Tom. How's it going, brother?
It's going great, man. How you doing?
I'm a huge fan of the show. I just found out about you guys within the last month and a half.
Okay.
And I can't believe I'm like, where did these guys come from?
How did you find out about us?
Sometimes I'll go in the search engine and try to find some market analysis.
Okay, man. Welcome to the Tiger family. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us, man.
Yeah, man. I really appreciate you guys, and I'm just excited to watch your bids. I get a lot out of them. I really love the intros you do and the excitement and the energy, and you guys are pretty special.
Well, we get a great network, man, and there's a lot of diversity, man, and we're really lucky. Thank you so much for calling, man.
Thanks, buddy.
Thanks, Sean. Have a great one. Have a safe one.
You too, bud.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Serve the one you love. Once you decide to be a couple, you're there to serve the one you love, to serve your love to your lover. And every kiss and every touch, you feel you're there to please the one you love without expecting anything back. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials down 16, Nasdaq off 34, S&P's off 5.5, gold contract down $19, trading at $12.56 an ounce. Silver down 37 cents, $16.76 an ounce. Platinum off $11, $9.25 an ounce. Copper, $2.56 a pound. Light sweet crude down 33 cents, $44.40 a barrel. Notes, 10-year note down 8 ticks, 126.27. 30-year bond down 6 ticks, 156.23. King dollar up 495 ticks, trading 97.415. The euro is at 111.5 to the U.S. dollar. The yen is trading at 110.85 to the U.S. dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? You got a sideways market out here. The SPY's down 41 cents. You get 46 million shares traded. That's light volume. You're down. You're coming into your swing from the ninth. Bottom line, you get light volume. We'll see where this baby closes out today. What I expect we're going to see in this closeout, you get a huge counter trend bounce right now. We've gone from a price point of 242 up to 285. We closed last night up there at 244.26. Bottom line, we'll see whether it can hang up there. I suspect we're going to be down somewhere about the 243.60, 243.50 area once again. The Dow Industrials. What do you have with the Dow Industrials? Dow come all the way back. Dow's at a high, all-time high too. You're down $10, but you're at an all-time high. You're at 21,364. Composite, Nasdaq Composite, and the NDX 100. They're building cars for lower price. What we had out here is that you had the composite go into the lows of 61.10. You hit 61.07. Volume's going to be lighter out here, but this is what you're also going to have. Now you have a weekly and daily high volume swing low. The daily is 3.1 billion. That was from the week. That's last Friday. Your daily right now, we're dealing with 2.5 billion, and we'll see how this shakes out as we come into the close today and as we come into tomorrow. Because what you're actually going to have here, we'll see whether it can close above 61.64 for the week. But what you're doing now is that you're pushing into that low, and you're pushing into that low with volume. We go into the NDX 100, and we take a look at the NDX 100. NDX 100 today got down to 5634. 5633.34 is the number. It looks to me like what we're doing is this. If we take the Qs, See, tomorrow, folks, is quad witching. So normally Fridays are very tepid in the marketplace in the summer. Mondays and Fridays. That being said, quad witching is going to put volume in the marketplace. We'll see, bottom line, if you get price in the marketplace, whether up or down, okay? Bottom line, the volume will pick up with quad witching. We got down to 137.49 inside the Qs. Rejected lower price, has lighter volume. That being said, you're still at lows here. Bottom line, if we back off, we're down 77 cents right now. If this gets to be like down about $1, your probability runs much higher that you are going to, number one, open at the lows tomorrow, go after those lows, and we'll see whether it has enough volume in order to take that low out with volume. The potential is a very large ABC structure on the way down. The A to B point inside the NASDAQ composite is 264 points. That would run you down to 55.24. And right now we're at 61.61, so it's pretty intense. Gold contract. What do we have with the gold contract? Gold contract is laying out here at the 1256 area. Bottom line is that, this has to get back inside the 1259. 1261 would be better. Bottom line is that we have 256,000 contracts traded here, which is big contract volume. Not as large as yesterday, 259. Yesterday we did 348. But bottom line is got to get back inside that range. What is saving gold right now is the updraft from the 17th of May, as well as the updraft going all the way back to March 15th. Bonds. We take a look at the bond market. Bond market, folks, still saying that, guess what? This market wants to go to lower price. This was a monster move out here yesterday. You had the wide price spread. You had the accelerated volume. You get two separate ABC structures on the way up. Now you get an ABC inside an ABC. Very powerful. You're at 126.21. Your price projection there is out to 128.20. That's on the 10-year. On the 30-year, you're almost talking 160. And we're at 155.16. The exact number on the 30-year is 159.30. And there's 32 ticks inside 1 full point. Yesterday, you went topside with 495,000 contracts. You backed off ever so slightly, 4 ticks with 246,000 contracts. Bottom line, there's no sellers inside the bond market. King dollar. What do we have with King dollar? So let's take a look at it. King dollar came off the bottom yesterday. You had a high volume low inside King dollar. You are up today on 20,000 contracts, and guess what? Not even close. That is so anemic, it's sick. So the real kick is going to be the number that you want to keep your eye on, which we're over right now, is 97.275. Your next, the swing point is actually 97.700. It hasn't been able to make it there yet. Doesn't look like to me it's actually going to make it, and we'll see as we come into the close here if we have any sellers. What has happened with King dollar is that for some reason, as we come into our closes in the U.S., they kind of like to sell this baby off. You stay right there, folks. I'm coming right back.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Until recently, it was almost impossible for the average investor to hedge against currency risk in Europe or Japan. For a bold trade on Europe or Japan that protects against moves in currency, trade HEGE or HEGJ, 2 times currency hedged leveraged ETFs from Direction Investments. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now are down 13. Nasdaq's off 30. S&Ps are off 4.5. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Andy Hecht, as we do each Tuesday and Thursday. And don't forget, folks, Andy's got a great show every Tuesday, Thursday, right here, 5 to 6 Eastern Standard Time. Get that right on your cell phone. You go to TFNN.com, you hit Tiger TV, and as you come over to our website at TFNN, folks, Andy's also got a great newsletter. He has 2 newsletters, in fact. He's got the Technometer Commodity Report, and he's got the Daily Essentials. The Technometer Commodity Report is a weekly newsletter. The Daily Essentials are a daily newsletter. You can test drive both of those by coming over to our website at TFNN.com. Andy Heck, what's going on?
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing great, man. Yourself?
I'm doing good. So we heard from the Fed yesterday, and we're seeing the results. My read, it was much more hawkish than I thought they'd be, and I guess that's what the market is kind of reflecting today. The interest rate hike aside, the $50 billion rolling off each month. The market really didn't expect Yellen and company to be that aggressive, and that's why we're seeing selling in gold. But most of the selling was done yesterday. After the Fed meeting.
Right. And we're just talking about, folks, and that's if you're watching, whether it's TV or, Tiger TV or whatever you're watching, financial stations, when gold's down 19, gold was actually down 16. It was that number is as of 1:30 yesterday afternoon, just so you understand that. Right.
Exactly. So, and stocks are coming off, but they're not like screaming lower, and the dollar is up. But, hey, Tom, this dollar still is very weak. I don't think, in the past, you would see 1,000, 2,000 point move. What do we settle up, 500?
Well, I think it's going to be intriguing watching this close right now. It looks to me like the dollar's going to sell off coming into the close again. So we'll see the next hour how this happens.
The bottom line is the dollar, it can correct. It was oversold. It can correct up.
No, there's no doubt. Yeah.
Right. But you know what? It's been making lower highs and lower lows. I got a dollar chart up here since the beginning of the year. And the bottom line is, if it stays below 100, it still looks terrible here to me, So there's a lot of room for a correction, and we could get. Hey, I look at gold and silver here as buying opportunities on a scale down basis. You have to be approach the market gingerly, but the political and economic landscape is such that these metals are not going to just fall away. There's too much uncertainty.
Yeah, no, hey, listen, we'll find out. We need a bid. There's no doubt about that. But bottom line, we'll see how this shakes out coming into the close. Well, not just today, coming in to a Friday, of course, because what ends up happening, folks, Fridays are always dangerous inside the metals market.
Absolutely. They're always dangerous. And, we can see a washout.
Actually, it was a lot more dangerous inside the stock market last Friday. So
Yes,
we'll see where that shakes out.
Exactly. So let's turn to energies quickly. Natural gas got a bid today because the EIA reported a 78 BCF increase. The market expected over 80. So we're back at 305. This thing was deeply oversold, needed a bounce. We got it. But inventories rise by 61 BCF on average over the next 22 weeks. We get a new record high. I still think that natural gas is interesting, but I would only buy it on extreme weakness here.
Now, let me ask you something. The injection. So, why would the injection be lighter because people bought natural gas? Is this how this goes?
Because demand went up. Demand went up.
Demand went up. So
demand went up, and maybe supply went down a little bit.
That's what I was thinking. That odd they didn't pump as much. Right.
Right. The lower price, it was falling below $3. Maybe they didn't pump as much, so it was a little bit lighter. I mean, not dramatically. We're talking under 10 BCF.
It saved itself, though. It definitely saved itself.
Oh, it did. Yeah. It saved itself. 288.80 is the key level there on the July futures contract. Now, Oil's really interesting to me. I heard a commentator this morning say, "Oh, they're really bearish on oil because contango is getting wider."
Okay.
All right, which usually happens when the price goes down. But I look at it kind of the other way. The contango's getting wider because the shale producers are not selling as much forward here at lower prices, which might cause the market to find the bottom. Now, the most interesting thing I see about natural gas today, I'm going to put up a chart here. Is
natural gas or oil?
About oil. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I got energy on my mind.
That's good.
Is the gasoline crack spread, which went down and put in a new low at 14.80 today, and now is trading at $16. So if that found the bottom, that could provide some support to oil, which badly needs support here, as we're only a couple of pennies above. We fell to almost only a couple of pennies above that 43.76 support. Keep your eyes on that gasoline crack spread because demand for gasoline during peak season is absolutely key. Because as we always say, Tom, we don't buy raw crude oil. We don't consume it. We consume the oil products. So keep your eyes on those oil products. They give you great clues as to the price of crude oil. And moreover, expanding contango, based on what we've learned with these shale oil producers, means that there's less being sold and hedged right now, which is not necessarily bearish. And if the price falls anymore, some of these shale producers will buy back their hedges and not produce. And that could provide some support. So I am not overly bearish here on the crude oil market, even though technically it looks awful. There are just too many bears coming out of the woodwork now. Everyone's talking about, alternative energies, crude oil's done, crude oil's toast. How many times have we heard that?
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying, but that being said, we're still pretty high. I mean, that last low is laying out there, man. And
no question, and we can make a new low.
The closer
There's
that you,
no question about it.
Stay at this $40 level, the more probability is that you can go to 27. So,
well, we'll see. I don't think we're getting to 27. Not with the Aramco IPO, not with the vested interest around the world for crude oil. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. We fell from the top end of the range to the bottom end of the range. The bulls were out when it was on the top. The bears are out now. We'll see who gets it right.
Yeah, well, when I got this continuous contract up right now, man, and you can see anything under $46 is dangerous, and that's where we're at.
Yeah, no, one thing you will agree with me. When markets are on their lows, they always look the ugliest. No question.
Well, yeah. In this case, though, you broke the whole consolidation. I mean,
Yes, you did.
This has been a consolidation.
We're still within the range that we were in as long as we stay above 43.76 for 2017.
Yeah.
That is a key level. We need to break below that to really start looking lower. And, hey, there's a couple of choices here. We could break below there and, hey, go down test 40. Or we could have a false head fake kind of false breakdown and then zoom up. I'll tell you one thing: the shale is not going to flow at prices here like it was flowing above 50, and they're the swing producers now in the market.
Sure.
So we'll see. Also, don't forget about Qatar. That is not necessarily bearish. The temperature in that region of the world is the highest it's been in a long time.
Yeah, but that whole thing to me is like hypocrisy after I saw yesterday. I mean, if you didn't see it, so they got Qatar going, folks, and then what? We're selling them 17 F-17s on Wednesday.
Oh, absolutely.
It's a bunch of crap, man.
We'll see.
Seriously.
We'll see what happens.
Listen,
all right,
folks, Andy's going to be doing my show coming up at 4 to 5. Well, he's going to be doing his own show, 4 to 5. Thanks, man.
Thanks, Tom.
Have a great one. Have a safe one. Stay right there, folks. We'll come right back.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to the Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now down 15, Nasdaq's off 28, S&Ps are off 4.5. Percentage-wise, bottom line, it's almost like a flat market, folks. You get the Dow down, Dow's flat. S&Ps, Dow's in fact at highs. S&Ps are down 0.2. Nasdaq is down 0.4. Let's go to our man Tim in Denver, Colorado. Hey, Tim, what's going on, brother?
Hey, Tommy, as always, good to talk to you.
You too, man. How you been?
Hey, good. How are you doing?
Good, man. Good.
The market is amazing. It seems like it gets more amazing as
That's a
we
fact.
go on here, man. I don't know. I don't get it, but anyway, we'll see.
No,
But,
there's no doubt when you get a fast twist on the NDX and on the Nasdaq. Bottom line, S&Ps, Dow, they won't move. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Teflon market right now. We'll see. Like you say, we'll see where it shakes out.
It will be
What?
until it's not. That's kind of how these things shake out, you know. I suspect. I actually suspect we're here, and it's we'll see how this shakes out tomorrow morning. But the way that this is trading right now, bonds are still saying, man, these bonds are going to the moon. It's like, okay, so the Fed is going up on short-term rates, but they're not their portfolio, man. That's short money, and they don't even plan on doing anything. Well, they don't. Their initial plan is that they're going to basically start at the end of the year, but they're only talking about short money on a month-to-month basis. So that's saying we're going to have low rates for a good period of time here.
Well, can they do anything else? You and I know. I mean, yeah, they can move them, but boy, they'll crash everything. If they go too high.
No, totally, and I'm sure they're worried about that.
Oh, yeah.
What has happened over the course of years? There's no doubt that it used to be the aspect of rates versus the economy. Now what's happening is that it's the propping up of markets, and if the markets sneeze, they get worried. So. And they have to get worried because guess what? They're on crack, folks. The bottom line. So if they don't keep getting their crack, guess what? They're gonna, they're gonna withdraw. So.
Yeah, I never thought I'd see the day where it would run like do this and they'd prop it up or whatever. But that's the environment we're in, and it works till it doesn't, I guess, huh?
Well, I think you were around in '98, right?
Yes, I was.
Okay, well, that was even bigger than this.
Yeah.
We went from, and what happens, folks, is that if you were around in the 90s, okay, you could start off I remember back to 82, but the reality is, 94, you could go from 94 to 96 without a correction. You went from 96 to 98, and then you had a monster correction in 98. That was the Asian contagion. And then you just about looked like it was going to fall apart, and then 6 weeks the Nasdaq went up 32% in 6 weeks, and then blew up and went down, 70%. So, that was like one of the most insane things I've ever seen in my life. JDSU went down.
It's different this time, though, Tommy. It's different this time.
Yeah,
right?
I know. You can see how fast things can go down, just as we went down last Friday. That's the reality. So.
Exactly. But do you see what I called in to take a look at?
The IBB, yeah. So what are we doing with the IBB? So the IBB, folks, is the iShares NASDAQ Biotech Index.
Okay, it's been acting I'm short. It's been acting kind of strong. Now, today it's going down on more volume than it went up.
Yeah,
so
rejected
I just
it.
wanted to get your take on it, man. Like Basil was saying earlier, it kind of felt like they were rotating from some things into these biotechs. It kind of felt like that, and I wasn't really comfortable being short. Today's better, but I thought I'd get your take on it.
I think I would close that right now.
Is that what you're kind of thinking?
Well, what it did is this, okay? So you had a small... this has been a consolidation, okay? The top of the consolidation is 300. The bottom of the consolidation is 285, right? You had volume expand today, okay, and on the way down. Well, let me just see something. I don't believe Trump's going to make an announcement. He needs a few big announcements, okay? And I suspect, it's on a short-term basis, meaning a couple hours, yeah, you can move the IBB. On the long-term basis, it's not going to be, because the mantra out here is that the announcement that he's going to make, folks, okay, will probably sound like it's going to be cheaper drug prices, but it's not going to be, because what he's going to announce is that the industry itself wants to go into a pricing model, and I suspect that's what he's going to announce. And
was that the rumor? I didn't even hear.
No, it came across the tape today. So he's got to announce something, man. He's got to, change. He needs something to come out here in the next couple of days. Here, let me see if I can find it, because what you want to know, it'd be nice if you could hold this until tomorrow. Okay.
That's what I'd like to.
Yeah, one second. Let's see what it says. So, Trump's administration prepared an executive order aimed at lowering U.S. drug prices. Well, this is what they're saying, according to people familiar with the matter. Top health and budget officials in the administration will meet Friday, so they're going to meet tomorrow to discuss it.
That could be negative, couldn't it?
Well, this is what I was all over at the beginning, because what he was saying during the campaign is that he would have drug companies compete, and that would bring prices down, folks. Okay, but that's not what this is. What this is that what he's thinking of doing, it's called a value-based agreement. Well, the value-based agreement was done by the drug industry themselves, by their lobbyists. Okay.
So that's saying that's good.
For them. Yeah, right. Okay. So the real question is going to be, if they're just meeting tomorrow, do they come out with a statement before the market closes,
Well, maybe at the least I should send down a little. I got a profit now. Maybe I should just get out and
sell it again tomorrow.
Like well, look at the volume versus going up yesterday and then down today.
I agree exactly what you're saying. I understand that. So what you're hearing off me also is that there's desperation out here. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so when you actually look at what the announcement might be versus what really could happen, most of the announcements out here is going to be an exaggeration of what's going to happen. My take is nothing's going to happen, okay? And if you take a look at any of the charts that are out here, that's what happens. But you don't want to get caught in the middle of it. Do you know what I mean?
Get that puppy to 304 to 310 and let it roll again, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
Thanks, Tommy.
Okay, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one. If we do go look at inside the Dow first to see what the strength versus the weakness is out here, folks. Strength out here today is Boeing. That's up. That's putting 19 positive points. Caterpillar's 11. Travelers 8. Taken away from it, Goldman is the culprit on the way down. Putting 21 negative points. United Health's putting 13. Nike's putting 12. Visa's putting 8. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Dow Industrials are down 22. Nasdaq's off 32. S&Ps are off 6. We're going to be right back.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com.
With over $56 million in cash and over $66 million in working capital, Great Panther Silver is positioned as a company with a solid foundation and poised for growth. While completely unhedged to the price of silver, Great Panther retains 100% ownership in 2 producing mines in Mexico, which is the top silver producing country in the world, along with future potential production in Peru. Great Panther is highly leveraged to the price of silver, and after a great year of performance in 2019, 2016, Great Panther Silver has a strong outlook for 2017 as well. With good liquidity in trading and strong fundamentals on the balance sheet, while remaining completely unhedged to the price of gold and silver, now is a perfect time to take a closer look at this equity. If you'd like to find out more about Great Panther Silver, then go to greatpanther.com or check them out on the NYSE market, symbol GPL, or the TSX, symbol GPR. The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN and you'll find the Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien. Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is down 36. Nasdaq's off 37. S&Ps are down 7.5. Let's go over and take a look at the GDX. GDX is the Market Vectors Gold Miners Trust. That is down 18 cents today. We're trading at 22.04. Bottom line, this thing needs to get some juice inside it. Yesterday, you hit a high of 23.42. You got into the low of 22.02. Now, you got below that, and it has a lot lighter volume, but now we got to see a rejection of lower price. That's how this thing is laying out right now. And that rejection that I'd like to see out here actually is $22.28 on the weekly. You know, it's going into a monster high volume, the high of the low. And it would need a lot more volume, but it'd be a lot sweeter if it could reject a lower price earlier rather than later. What you can expect is that we're going to get some real juice, real volume into this market tomorrow. We go over and we take a look at the small caps, the IWM. IWM is at 140.16, and the IWM, once again, folks, has got back inside the lower range. So IWM now wants to make a run down into the 134, and you're at 140. If we take a look at the banks, Goldman's leading the charge. It had tried to get to a high, failed on price, failed on volume at the top of its range. That's 226. We got to the 226.35 once again, gave it up. It has lighter volume. That's saying Goldman would like tomorrow we're going to see about a 218. That 218 would be the high of the low that was established on the 31st. And if we go into the XLF, you take a look at the XLF. The XLF did the exact same type of setup. The XLS is coming into ice, anemic volume. We did 49 million versus 117 from yesterday. You're going into 192. And there's a seller that's laying right there, man. It's pretty intense. $24.38. That's the top of that range. Well, that's top of ice. And if we put this on a weekly basis, you're going to see how pretty intense it is. It's 587 million. That's how much we're going into. And thus far, we've done 349 million on the weekly. So you got one more day coming into that area. Some of the higher, well, actually, let's go look at the high flyers out here, because I expect tomorrow the high flyers. This is where, if the Nasdaq's going to dive, this is where you're going to get it. Google, Google having a hard time catching a bid. Google is down $10. You do have an expansion of volume with Google. Google tried to get a high yesterday with 1.5 million. You're down today on 2. It's going into a high volume swing low, which is a B point of an ABC structure, of a potential ABC structure on the way down. And it's a big one. You know, your A point on Google is 1,005. Your B is 936. You know, so you're talking about $70. Your C point is 979, which would get you 909. That's where that number is. And in Google's case, there is a gap that's wide open, just big magnet saying, "Come play with me once again." And that number is 887. Amazon, we take a look at Amazon. Amazon down $13. Also can't catch a bid. Has a expansion of volume. Yesterday we tried to get to a high with 3.9 million. You're down on 4.8. And now this B point is a disaster. This B point is down to $927. So you're talking about some heavy moves here. Facebook, same deal. The difference in Facebook is that, let's see, that tried to make a high. This is interesting. With 20 million, and now you're going down with 17. So Facebook's got a little better setup that, yeah, it could get into higher price. Apple. Good old Apple out here. Apple just can't catch a bid. I suspect Apple is going to probably be the leader down tomorrow, because this is what you have. Apple went into its lowest swing point today, $142.51. Now, no doubt, yeah, has lighter volume. We're talking about 72 million versus 28. That being said, it can't hold price. Now, on top of that, what Apple's going to have, as does Google probably, is that Apple already has done more volume on a weekly basis than it had last week. So we've already done 166 million versus 159. We have 1 day left. Apple wants to run down to this 130 area. Right now you're at 143. And Microsoft, these are the cats that are moving the NDX around very quickly. Microsoft is down 35 cents, no big deal. And, you know, Microsoft does have a shot to get to higher price. So you have two of them that do have a shot to get to higher price. That would be Microsoft and Facebook. Google, Amazon, bottom line, they look like they're in trouble. Let's go to Netflix. Netflix was breaking its low this morning. Broke its low, but saved itself. So that got down to 147.30. So at 151, excuse me. Again, what you're going to have there is that these are building all high volume swing lows. So some of the higher volume stocks in this market, and I expect this is going to be a lower volume market out here today, is that you have Kruger is the leader on the way down. That's down $5.80, big volume. Yahoo's off 45 cents. You get Mattel off 155. Ford Motors up 5. You have U.S. Steel down 38. Let's go see what those steel stocks are doing. Oh, they're done. So the steel stocks, here's your steel stocks. So steel stocks are taking off the night of the election. We went from $20.01 up to 41. So they doubled in price. You doubled in price, got there February 24th. Guess where we are right now? It hit $19.75. This baby is looking like a monster ABC down that wants to go into $8.41. That's pretty intense, man. AKS, another steel company. So AKS is at $6.08. This took off at 562, went up to 1139, it hit 593, and this right there, actually. Yeah, this is not bad. This one here, the difference here is that 575 has support versus U.S. Steel. U.S. Steel's in tough shape. What's intriguing here, too, is that the short position on U.S. Steel has stayed high. We're 16.5% in U.S. Steel. The last time that they came out with earnings, too, it was like a disaster. It was hard to believe, actually, because they were saying that they had got actually so many orders, but they were losing so much money. It was like a mind blow. It's like, how do you get that many orders and lose that much money? But they did. They managed to do that. Let's go over and take a look at Walmart, because you get the race that's on between the Walmart and Good old Amazon. What Walmart has done is this. This is pretty cool. So Walmart got to $77.76, had an expansion of volume. It did reject price, but guess what? You're going to be right back down there again. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. You have the Dow Industrials right now trading down 28. NASDAQ's down 35. S&Ps are down 7. We're going to be right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. And folks, as you come over to our website at TFNN, what you're going to see right on the very front page, our man, Mr. Larry Pesavento, he is going to be doing a workshop. Okay, that workshop is going to be for his subscribers, but you can come over, you can test drive his newsletter for a month. Get into this workshop. Now, this is going to be pretty cool. Larry's been in this business a long period of time. He just came back from Europe. He did this workshop for some folks over in Europe. And what it is, it's basically an evening with Larry Pesavento. It's going to be an autobiography of his 55 years of trading experience. That, along with a great newsletter for a full month. Larry started out in the 60s. Pretty amazing. The journey begins with a big silver move in Gresham's Law, trading pork bellies, corn, soybeans, cattle. Then he moves into the 70s with John Hill, Dave Nelson, Larry Williams. This one is interesting here. The Russian grain robbery in 1970. So we'll see what that's all about. Goes right into the 80s, comes right up to the 90s present. This workshop is going to be on June 28th, 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. You can come over to our website. You can sign up. It's only $98 for his newsletter for the full month, plus this workshop. So check it out on the front page of TFNN. Larry's got a great newsletter, folks. It's called Fibonacci 24/7. And what that's all about is that he actually does send charts out 24 hours a day by 7 days a week. It's pretty amazing watching these different setups that come into the marketplace. And it doesn't matter if that setup comes in, at 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, guess what? You're going to get a chart out there. Not that I want you to wake up at 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, but you'll have them on your desktop when you do wake up in the morning. Market-wise out here, we're coming into quad witching tomorrow, so we'll see if, in fact, this market wants to go after the swing lows. My take is that that's exactly where we're going to go. We're going to go after these swing lows inside the NDX 100 and the NASDAQ tomorrow. The S&Ps and the Dow, the bottom line, they still don't want to budge. The Dow Industrials were down 26, but that's really closing at its highs. S&Ps are down to 61 cents. Big deal. That's not much. Q's a different ballgame. Bottom line is that they came back quite a bit today. There's no doubt about that. Bottom line, the NASDAQ was down 1.1%, and now you're only down 0.5%. But when we just went over those higher weighted NDX stocks, the battle looks to me like it's going to be won by the Googles, by the Amazons, and you get those going south. Let's go look at NVDA for a second. Yeah, so NVDA, that's only up 50 cents, and that's a low volume move. Oh, check this out before Bitcoin, folks. This baby has just gone volatility 4 days ago was at $3,000, $2,999.75. Today we hit $2,076. How's that for a move? $1,000 move, 33% move in 3 days. That's 4 days rather, counting today. 4 days. This thing, I expect volatility to continue, but this thing, the correction's already started, and it's vicious. And what's intriguing here is that when you see something like this, we had corrected on the 25th. It got to $2,800, $2,798, and one day it went down to $2,052, went back up, and then did it again. That's a market that wants tremendously lower prices. You stay right there. I'm Mr. Andy Heck's going to be coming up, growling a problem with you folks. Always remember, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Whatever you want in life, folks, visualize that, step into it, take ownership of it, and fly with it. Stay right there. Andy's coming right up, folks. Well, go get him.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.